Hi there, my name is Brian Wright, founder and CEO of New Patient Group, managing partner of Wright Chat, and the host of the New Patient Group podcast. I appreciate you visiting the leadership and culture page of our website. And it's one of our 3 pillars of business success that I've taught all over the world for many years to entrepreneurs. And really all of these 3 pillars, as you'll see going through our website, are all how you create a story of excellence to dominate the competition while reducing or eliminating outside advertising expenses. Now, specific to leadership and culture, let's run through this. There has never been a time where culture has been more important. Culture is your ultimate competitive advantage to dominate in this new digital economy. Now, there's a lot of reasons for this. The biggest, though, is the fact we are living, and it's unfortunate. I think we all can agree it's unfortunate, but the reality of the situation is we in healthcare, whether it's a dental practice, orthodontics, etc., the reality of the situation is the better business and the better CEO is now defeating the better clinician, the better run practice. It's difficult to really grasp that a lot of times because it is unfortunate, but it's true. There's a lot of reasons. Everything that you see up here are reasons for it, but it's the reality of what we're all dealing with, which is why one of the first tips from being a great leader, a great entrepreneur, a great business person is embrace the change. You have to embrace the change, and looking at all of these changes going on, you have to look at them as a positive. If you don't, it represents a real difficult challenge for you to create the right leadership, the right culture, the right atmosphere of success in your business. And just looking at some of these changes, whether it be competition and a changing consumer are really at the forefront of everything that's going on. It's commoditized the healthcare industry, especially more than some than others. You know, orthodontics is a great example of something that's become very commoditized because of the competition and the changing consumer, because there's so many choices. But there's others too. Technology, direct to consumer, the way you have to do your digital marketing now is very different because YouTube is the new Google that we talk about a lot. We're very popular with our YouTube marketing because it is the new Google. Google even says it's about to overtake them as the largest search engine in the world. There's a lot of reasons for that. Inability to change. All of these things that you see on the screen represent a very unique opportunity for you to forever dominate your competition because most people look at these as negatives. And from a leadership, from CEO to CEO, these are positives. And it's why I believe right now as it stands today is actually the greatest time in history to own a practice if you're able to have a new mindset. Now, if you want to stay 5, 10, 15 plus years ago and have an outdated mindset, these things are actually negatives. But if you have a new mindset, in order to achieve new results, there has never been a better time to own a practice. The other one being first in line, all right, is so critically important today from a leadership standpoint. The days of you as an office manager, you as a clinician being over in the corner and you saying, hey, everybody else shoots social media content. Everybody else learn, whether it be phone training or TC financial presentation or new patient experience, whatever it is, you have to do it together and you have to be first in line. The reality is leaders pull and bosses push, okay? One of the big things that we focus on is how you pull your team and you lead your team to success. A big one. Why it's so important is however you want your clients to be treated. Think about that image in your mind for a second. However you want them to be treated, the reality of the situation is you need to create and treat your employees even better. You need to create an unbelievable employee experience. And the key to creating it is you pulling your team. They have to see you be the first one to show up in the morning. They have to see you being the first one to shoot social media content. You the first one to role play and maybe stumble over your words. If you have that, you have a fantastic culture. Now, why is all this important? Looking at this Harris Interactive study, if you've seen me speak all over the world, you know I always include this because it proves the point that almost 90% of people surveyed, and this is why customer service has never been so important. It's also why leadership and culture is your ultimate competitive advantage. Because without it, your employee experience suffers, in turn your client experience suffers. Almost 90% of people choose and or remain with a business. This is a study in and out of healthcare because of the quality of their customer service and their overall experience over whether or not the business is actually any good at what they do. This is another reason why the consumer has changed healthcare and the better business is now defeating the better clinician. Now, how do we do it? How do we carry out leadership and culture here? The first one is my Docpreneur Mastermind group, okay? We meet virtually every month. We have virtual happy hours together, very close-knit group of very forward-thinking doctors, okay? I'm very particular who I let into this group. Any negativity is removed from the group. I do not allow it at all. Very high-producing clinicians there, but also practices that just start. You don't have to be a high producer, okay? It's a great wealth of knowledge in there between myself teaching a lot of these things that we're going to look at, as well as a lot of the other great clinicians that are in there. We have ones that just started their practice yesterday, all the way to some of the highest producers in the world and in between. But we all have one common goal in mind, and it's to be forward-thinking, be innovative, be 5 years ahead of wherever your industry is taking you. That's one of the ways that we carry out our leadership and culture. The other one's personal training sessions, personal coaching sessions, okay, with an assigned VIP coach. We do that virtually via webinar, and we also can come into your practice just depending on the relationship and the investment you would like to make as a business owner. The other one is private workshops. So the personal coaching sessions are more meant to be on an ongoing monthly basis, all right? The private workshops is maybe you have us in there all day from 8 in the morning till 5 type deal. You block a day, we come in there, and we do a lot of the stuff that I'm about to show you on the following slide. The other one is our MPG University platform. If you click on the website, you'll see MPGU is one of the main tabs. That's our on-demand training facility. That is one of the biggest ways, among others, that separate us from other consultants, is we're not looking for a weekend relationship. We know from a business owner to business owner standpoint, the key to success is repetition, consistency, accountability. That is what we bring. We are your partner. We are the division of your business that making sure that you're lifting weights per se and holds you and the team accountable to all of this stuff. This on-demand training facility has a lot of our courses built out in it and allows you to buy our content and keep that content for life because, again, we don't want it to be a membership. We don't want it to be a weekend relationship. This allows you to always resort back and have that repetition that's needed. Now, what do we do? What is our leadership and culture? And as you see on this screen, it is a lot. It encompasses a lot of stuff. And by no means do you have to get all of this, okay? You may look at this and go, you know what? I really want that operational success meeting and a couple others. Well, we customize a package for you, and we determine how we're going to work together, virtually or in person, and we put together that package specific for your practice. Or do you have ones that do the whole thing? They jump all in, and they want the full shebang. And everything you see on here, business coaching, life coaching, leadership coaching, culture building, all of this goes in to that first pillar of business success, which is making you an unbelievable entrepreneur, making your practice function as an innovative business. And again, I have the utmost respect for your clinical abilities, the utmost respect. Some of my best friends are our clients, orthodontists, dentists, etc. But the reality is, because the better clinician is being defeated by the better business owner, this is the type stuff that allows you to move the growth needle forward unlike any other. And after looking at all this stuff, really just take a look around the website, give us a call. In the lower right-hand corner of our website, our live chat, our Director of Marketing, Haley Shaw, that also works directly with our practices, our clients on the digital marketing side, is there to answer questions. Just let her know if you would like to talk to me or our Chief Operational Officer, Eric Field. We're happy to set up a call and customize something that makes you a great business owner and keeps you 5 years ahead at all times of where your industry is going. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.